another solo episode of the Grow Your Occupancy podcast.
We'd like to thank Advantage Anywhere for sponsoring this episode of the Grow Your Occupancy podcast. At Advantage Anywhere, we understand senior living communities. Our customizable CRM and automation system is designed to help you convert more leads into move-ins faster, easier, and with less manual effort. With personalized follow-up automations, your team can focus on what matters most, spending time with prospects to get more move-ins. Visit www.advantageanywhere.com to see how we can help you get more move-ins with less stress.
I'm Julie Podewitz, and we are still winding down 2024. When I say still, that makes it sound like time is going slowly, and that is not the case. Time speeds up this time of year. I think Q4 seems about half as long as the other quarters. Time tends to go very quickly in the world of sales because we're under pressure. We're under pressure to meet a number. We're under pressure to meet revenue goals, as we should be. That's sales. And we tend to, they're measured in time, obviously, in senior living. And I think many sales, the timelines end at the end of the month and then at the quarter. So you're looking at trending. You're going to look month over month over month, quarter over quarter over quarter. In the world of multifamily and senior living, it's all about occupancy. And of course, this is Grow Your Occupancy, which is, of course, a combination of sales and operations. So we are on the front end, on the sales and marketing side. Operations is on the back end, if you will, to customer satisfaction and to keep that, as they say, back door closed. So what am I thinking today? Well, someone actually asked for this topic, so please continue to reach out. If you've got something that's on your mind or something you'd like discussed, if you'd like to ask a question or there's a topic or whatever, just email me. You can put in the comments below, like, share, subscribe, so that other people in our business and outside of the business can experience or hopefully take something away or have a pleasant ride on the way to work. All right, so the request today was to talk about or bring up this push that operators have for end of the month, end of the month, end of the month, end of the month, getting that end of the month occupancy in. Putting getting that urgency or having that urgency and that almost panic for end of the month, end of the month. All right. So this person says, why pushing end of the month closes hurts the next month's wins. Daily pressure, 15th to the end of the month, as we realize projections are off. No plan for pipeline building, just constant insanity around the end of the month. Yeah, okay, let's talk about this. It's a reactive versus proactive approach. And that's a simple way to put it, right? But it's true, and it takes time to build the systems and processes and follow them that my prior podcast was about discipline, determination, kind of ties into this. Are you in it for the short game or the long game? And yes, there are times you have to sprint and kind of do that push, and you've got to meet a number, or there's that the ability to, net up 5. Let's push, let's do it. But as a rule, to be reactive and to feel like we're on a constant pressure, constant pushing, isn't sustainable. And that's that churn and burn, right? And if you really look at the ROI of kind of working this business model of push, let's get them in. And hey, look, I've been guilty of this. We this isn't to say that we don't look at, and I don't look at end of the month. We do. I mean, we don't look at end of the month, month over month, average daily census too. We're ins, outs, nets, right? And certainly if you can get somebody on census be sooner rather than later, you do it. But to give discounts and incentives or give 2 months free so we can get them on census for that number, so we can report it to owners or report it to investors, doesn't make great business sense. I mean, I've seen people do, the first 2 months free. And we know operations don't even start making money or recouping till after someone's lived there full rent for 3 months plus. So if you're giving someone 2 months free or a month free, first of all, if you do an incentive like that, do not do the first month. Never let anyone move in without collecting funds. Certainly, when they are taking financial possession, you've got to collect funds from them. I've seen people put residents on the books without taking $1. They're not on your books then, if you haven't, taken some type, some compensation. So that it's like acting in desperation. And again, it's boy, it's like the panic versus power as well. So if we're working for the long game and you're really working your systems, your processes, and your working your skills, and you're consistent, you're going to condition yourself to be able to go the long game and to be able to do the long game better than this constant sprint fatigue, turnover, sprint fatigue. And if we really do a business analysis and looking at, okay, if someone goes on the books at the very end of the month with incentives, discounts, or push, and then what do we have at the beginning of the month? We're starting the month of 0 in and 4 out, and now it's going to be a push again. Gosh, no wonder I'm exhausted actually talking about it. And I've been I'm guilty of this, still guilty of it, right? I'm not saying, I know, and this is up for discussion. But it's on my mind, it's on someone else's mind today. I thought I'm going to jump on. I'm traveling right now. I'm in the beautiful state of California, ready to go on site at a community and spend a couple of days with a great team. And then to put it out there, why that panic? Why the panic? And think about, as I continue to challenge myself, especially at this time of year, like, how am I going to do business differently? Right now I'm listening to 10x is better than 2x. I'll talk about that maybe in the next podcast. Really opening up, because in 10x is better than 2x, or easier than 2x, says thinking in terms, going for the goal of 10 times is actually easier than going for a goal of 2 times better. So I'll definitely share some highlights from my takeaways from that book, but thinking about it because in order to go 10x, you've got to shift your mindset drastically. Going from 2 move-ins to 3, 2 move-ins into 4, while micro change for long-term sustainability is definitely necessary, and you'll see great gains with micro change. Thinking in terms of 10x may force us to really look at how we do business, and what is it worth to do this push, especially from like the 15th to the end of the month. Oh my gosh, we're not where we need to be, not where we need to be. Think about it then at the end of that month, right? At the end of this month, you push. You start the next month with a depleted sales pipeline. It takes a bit of time to get that going again. It's going to be the 15th before we know it, and we're going to be in the same boat. So not saying push move-ins out, absolutely not at all. But if it is the 20th of the month and your customer they're not ready, and you don't want to give an incentive and a discount, put them on the books the 5th of the month. And start filling up, if in over time, you're going to start filling up the calendar with move-ins throughout the month, your average daily census is going to go up because you haven't jammed everybody at the end of the month, because a lot of people come off the books the beginning of the month. This is a really involved topic. I would love your input, your feedback. What do you do to, first of all, do you experience this? And if so, what are the ramifications on your business in whatever position you're in? I welcome your thoughts, your input on how we can all work together and really come up with, or what you decide, or things that challenge your brain to kind of think through, okay, what is a way, first of all, to assess what the business outcomes of this model are? Like, what benefit is this? And if there's great benefit to it, keep doing it. But first of all, you want to do that analysis. And then, okay, now what's one way that we can do business differently to prevent this from happening month over month over month over month? Ooh, that's my challenge to myself, my challenge to you. Please respond, comments, email me, Julie at growyouroccupancy.com. This year coming up, 2025, want to do some more solo podcasts. I'm asked to do kind of a training topics. Our webinars coming up in February. Sales specialists speak how to keep your building full without discounts and incentives. We'll be doing quarterly webinars throughout 2025. So keep your emails open. We're on social media. Keep following us. You can always jump on our website at growyouroccupancy.com. You can jump on the merch store for some great last minute holiday shopping. Appreciate all of you. Until next time, I'm Julie Podewitz.
We'd like to thank Advantage Anywhere for sponsoring this episode of the Grow Your Occupancy podcast. At Advantage Anywhere, we understand senior living communities. Our customizable CRM and automation system is designed to help you convert more leads into move-ins faster, easier, and with less manual effort. With personalized follow-up automations, your team can focus on what matters most, spending time with prospects to get more move-ins. Visit www.advantageanywhere.com to see how we can help you get more move-ins with less stress.